Hello guys, my name is Annette and the channel is dedicated to all the things I love and care about, and on today's video we're going to talk about the 6 houses in astrology and what they're all about. And of course, if you like this video, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up, ring that bell, yada yada, whatever your little heart desires. So the first house in astrology is all about the self, it's all about the personality. Are you charming? Are you shy? Are you a little bit of both? Gemini ascendant. So the first house is all about the physical appearances, how you look on the outside, and your natural personality. Not who you really are. Well, it is part of who you are, but not who you are in a very deep level. That's more of a 4th house and also moon sort of situation. But simply put, the first house is all about your personality, how you naturally come off to others, the first impression others get about you, and how you look physically. For example, if you have a Cancer, if you're Cancer ascendant, you most likely have beautiful little smooth skin, very round features and smooth, and you just naturally would come off as very caring, very nurturing, and your charm would be based off that. Like, this person is just so sweet and just so they know what I want before I even ask for it, kind of situation, The first house also depicts events that happen to you on your first 12 months of life. So basically, at the time you were born up all the way to 1 year of age, was your birth secretive birth? I don't know what you guys were doing. Was your birth of a lot of attention, like Leo? Did it cause a lot of attention? It was a time for celebration? Or was it because of whatever circumstances could have happened? Scorpio ascendant, your birth caused a lot of transformations in your family, or if it was a big wake-up call, Scorpio ascending going on there. The first house also depicts any the first house also depicts any events of how you were born. Like, for example, was it an easy birth? Was it a difficult birth? Did it have some complications? C-section? Literally, you can see all that from the first house. And this, the ascendant, or whatever sign you have there, follows you for the entirety of your life, So that will always be like your most natural personality. What first comes out when you first meet someone, and it's like your charm. Whether your charm is more conservative and shy, or whether it's more out there, Moving on to the second house, which is a house of finances, money. Hello. Oh, a little bit of money here, a little bit of money over there. Anyways, money here, money there, money. Anyways, the second house is a house of values and finances. So values also has in what values did your family instill with you, and because of those values, how do you handle money? So that's why the house is a house of values, because it's the things you were taught growing up as a child in your family, and what of those things, how they influence you now as an adult in the way you handle money. A lot of placements here can be indicative, a lot of dark and twisty placements here can be indicative of being poor, or feeling like there was a lack of nourishment. So once again, it can be quite factually poor, lack of actual physical things, or it could be lack of emotional nourishment. For maybe you were the third brother, or the middle child, and you felt like you just didn't have a lot of attention. That could be seen from this house. Lack of emotional support and nourishment from the family. Let's see. The second house also rules the voice, the mouth. So if you have a Venus here, or a a Jupiter here, then you might have a very soothing voice. Well, actually no. If you have a moon, you might have a very soothing voice. If you have a Venus here, then you might have very beautiful voice. People just want to hear your voice. Michael Jackson had lots of placements in this house, and well, Michael Jackson, he's kind of a big stuff, and he has lots of placements here, both dark and twisty and good ones. And as he was really poor when he was a child, and And growing up, I mean, he made a full-on career. He changed the game of music. He was a game changer when it came to the music industry, you know? So there you go. So if you're struggling with finances or budgeting or any of that, you would look at your second house for that. And also, lots of planets here can be indicative of possessiveness, people, things, or money. You can be seen as, you can look at this house and be like, that person's a little bit stingy. That person's a little bit, you know, how they would say in Spanish, a little bit codo. Or they can also, quite literally mean they're very possessive with their friendships or their close relationships. Or just possessions, like, that's mine. Like, things that they collect or something. They're very like, don't even touch them. So that's what can be seen from this house. The third house in astrology is all about short distance traveling, communication, radio. Hello, radio host. Journalism, reporting. It's all about, it's the house of communication. And is ruled by the sign of Gemini. No surprises here, right? But anyways, regardless of what sign you have there, it would be indicative of how you communicate and how you approach communication in general. How you like to talk to others, how you like to convey a message to others. A lot of planets here are indicative of someone who probably moved a lot in their childhood and had a hard time keeping up with friendships or making those close connections when it came to their friends or relatives. It's either the case of you had a difficult time making and growing those friendships as a child just because like something was going on there and you just couldn't, like, there was always issues, you lost friends, this and that. Or it's the second case where your family just moved a lot and you were constantly going from one school to another. So a lot of planets, usually that's what it means in this house. And also if you have your sun here or your Jupiter, it would make you not want to do a lot of long distance travel, as in like getting on a plane and going to a different country and all that good stuff. It would make you want to be more of like a road trip kind of person, you know? You're gonna avoid airplanes at all costs if you have like the sun or the Jupiter here, or also a lot of planets, same, translates the same. You're gonna be like, no, unless it's an emergency, then maybe. Because you're just going to be more of a, like, get in the car, go for a drive, explore your beautiful city, beautiful state, beautiful country. Like, you might very well, like, it's not that you don't like to travel, it's that you just rather travel in the road, on a car. Also, very possibly, back again, if you have lots of planets here, you're probably going to be one of those people who will grow up to live and stay in the same city you were born in. Sometimes I've seen cases where you actually do move, but if you do move, then you're going to be very much working locally, not traveling at all for work, and very hands-on for the community, working for the community, nonprofit, like, is very hands-on for the community, giving back to the community and for the community. And quite often too, like, you are born in the city, and then that's where you stay, and then that's where you do a career. Teachers are seen from this placement as well. But mostly careers in communication, radio, writing, and now that we're talking about writing, when it comes to communication and writing, this house is has some little connections to the 9th house, but in the way that here you would write a book about how to understand math, or how to build your own table, or how to build your own little, what could be something people like to build, your own little shelf, you know, where you would write a book about how to build a shelf. And in the 9th house, you would write a book about feelings, or book about a very abstract thinking book, because 9th house is all about abstract thinking, things that you can't touch, things that you can't physically hold in your hand. But it's very much about the mind and communication as well, the 9th house. Now the 3rd house is pretty much the same, but the opposite. Concrete, logical, 1 + 1 = 2, and very like logical thinking and things that can actually help you on your day-to-day situations, you know? So on to the 4th house. The 4th house is a house of home, the house of mother, the house of mom, the house of your mommy. Anyways, it's the house of your mom. It's a house of where you would prefer to live. If you have Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces here, you're gonna want to be around the water, lakes, ocean. Even if you don't live next to the lakes or the ocean, you're gonna have like this need to want to have to go to the lakes or the ocean quite often. If this isn't a water sign, the fourth house. If the fourth house is like in an earth sign, then you're gonna have a need for mountains, a need for sand, dryness, sun, like Phoenix, hello Tucson. No damage here, I can handle it. I love me some desert weather. That's if you have like an earth sign ruling the fourth house. But the fourth house is so much more than just about that. It's about your emotional center. It's about how stable you are when it comes to your emotional center. If you have lots of dark interesting planets here, it can make it difficult to be a very like stable person when it comes to your emotions and feelings. But then it just means that you have this gift of having to figure that out, and then when you figure that out, your career takes off. Because the fourth house has this little party going on with the 10th house, which is a house of career and public life, which I'll talk about in the next video. But simply put, if you have dark and twisty planets here, Saturn, Mars, Rahu, Ketu, north or south node of the moon, means that your emotional center system is a little bit unstable. It needs a little bit of help, it needs a little bit of structure, a little bit of nourishment. And once you kind of sort of figure that out and get that stable, boom, woo, you experience a rise in career. Your career will rise. Yeah, your career will rise, simply put. So that's the gift of the fourth house. And now if you have nice planets, then you're just a very resilient person, and you can handle like lots of things without like losing your shit or losing your knuckles, and you're just like a very stable person and can take a lot, and you keep a very like composed look. Also, it depicts your relationship with your mother. Now, this is not the only thing that depicts your relationship with your mother. You would have to look at the moon to see where it's at, see what it's doing, see how it's dancing. But it does depict your relationship with your mother or the person that raised you as like the female parent. On to the fifth house of kids and hobbies and creativity. Hello, how many kids are you gonna have? Are you gonna have one? Are you gonna have two? Do I even want kids? Well, that's what this house is all about, but I'm not gonna go into detail about that because that's something for another video. We're not gonna get that specific here, you know? But anyways, it's a house of kids. Do you like children? Do you rather have dogs? Do you rather have cats? Are you gonna have a bunch of kids? Are you Mother Teresa? What's going on here? But anyways, it's a house of play. How do you like to play? Are you very uptight when it comes to play? Like, yes, I want to go out there and play with the kids in the little swings. Or yeah, I like to go for a hike. Or, you know, just play bingo, but I don't know if I should be I don't know if I should be using my time for something else. Getting worried. I'm getting a little stressed out. I don't know. Yes, I want to play, but that would be like a Capricorn in the fifth house kind of situation. Are you very uptight when it comes to fun? Or are you very like, woo, let's go. Let's go with the flow. Life of the party. Go with the flow. It's very spontaneous. Like, yeah, let's take a road trip. Woo, let's have some fun. Let's play some board games or whatever it is that you like to do. But this is a house of hobbies and how you spend your free time and your creativity. It's a house for exploring that. If you have lots of planets here, then you're meant to explore your creativity and grow that. You may even be able to have like a side job doing this, because this is a house of second jobs, sidekicks, and like side jobs. You know how people have 2-3 different jobs? This is a house of that. Whatever is going on there, whatever you could quite literally make your hobby into a career or make it into a side job. You can make be a very creative person and make like jewelry or make beautiful things for the home and decorations of that nature. That's all like really fifth house kind of situations here. You have Leo there, or Aries. You can be into acting, theater, doing things on theater, journalism as well can be seen from this, because you want to like be out there, like center of attention sort of thing, and be like doing a performance. Entertainers, all sorts of entertainers are seen from this house. Comedians, any entertainer that can possibly pop in your head, that's what this house is seen from. But it's a little bit of everything, you know. How you like to play, house of entertainers, how you like to spend your free time, and kids, romance, not relationships, not serious things, not marriage, no, romance, dating, you know, like, do you like to have do you like to, you know, just go on a little date here and there and be like, okay, bye, bored of you, get out, dud, you know. It's a house of small romances and how you are when it comes to the beginning stages of the relationship, or beginning stages of dating are seen from here. If you're like, all right, let's go, get the heck out, or are you more like very romantic, candlelit dinner kind of situation, all that is seen from this house. Last but not least, the sixth house of errands, everyday situations, not errands, well, it is errands, but daily things, everyday, the things you have to do on daily basis, and structure in exercises. Trainers are seen from this house. Trainers, health freaks, not health freaks, people like to be healthy. I think everybody likes to be healthy. But anyways, this house is seen from the house of trainers, the house of people that sell things in like Herbalife and things that will help you in your to be better, like physically and internally, based on what you eat and based on the things that you do on the outside. Pilates, exercises, how well you take care of yourself, because it's the house of health. You know, naturally, when you want to have a good health, you do all these other things. You know, you try to promote smoothies and different vitamins and whatnot, you know. This is a house of bad karma as well. So whether you have good planets or bad planets there, no worries. Yes, you're going to have maybe more challenges per se than someone that has nothing there, but 6th and 12th house is all about bad karma. So regardless of what you have in there, all these things get better with time. Whether you have dark and twisted planets or good planets, they all just start flourishing and give you the best they have to offer over time, after your 30s or so, late 20s. They just get better with time. For example, I have some good placements there, and it's a house of bad karma. Bad karma, like, what a pain in the butt. But I've actually won a couple of lawsuits, a couple of legal issues that have happened. I've successfully gotten away with the win. Like, it went well, it went on my side. And this house is a house of legal matters, you know, tickets, big legal matters or short legal matters. If you have good placements here, you're good to go. You're gonna win that case. You're gonna win that lawsuit or whatever's going on. And I can speak from experiences, which I'm not gonna go into detail on this video, but maybe I'll leave that story for a different day. So anyways, this concludes the video on the 6 houses in astrology. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and if you like a reading by yours truly, I'll put the link down below. You can just copy and paste it. And right now I'm actually offering a very good deal where you get a 30-minute phone or Zoom reading for only $25. $25. 30 minutes, only $25. So anyways, if you're interested in that, you can just look at the link that I'll put down in the description box. And once again, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next video for the next 12 houses. Thanks for watching.